This is a video that raises awareness on environmental issues, but it's unlike any other raising awareness videos that you have ever seen. Natural disasters, one of the scariest things in our lives. They cause significant impact on both human development and the environment. Every year, natural disasters kill around 90,000 people and affect close to 160 million people worldwide. Natural disasters include earthquakes, tsunamis, volcanic eruptions, landslides, hurricanes, floods, wildfires, heat waves, and drought. There is nothing we can do to prevent natural disasters. What we can control is the damage that we, as human beings, caused on the environment, the very environment that supports our life. Hello, I'm Wallington Lin, an International Baccalaureate student. Welcome to my presentation. As we all know, the environmental issues are getting more and more serious. As humans, we have created more negative impacts on the environment than any other species on Earth. To start with, I would like you to ask yourself, what is being sustainable? We all know that protecting the environment is important, but how is it relevant to us as individuals? Some people that I know deeply believe that protecting the environment isn't their problem at all, because it's impossible for a person to make an impact to the world. So why do they need to care in the first place? Especially when the more powerful people in the world, like the CEOs of companies, the government, researchers, and even scientists, if those people can't solve the environmental issues, how can we, as ordinary people, solve this problem? Fortunately, that idea isn't true at all. The Earth's biosphere is the one and only biosphere for us to live in. Our very survival depends on this system, and yet, we are destroying it. The negative impact on the environment not only produced by manufacturing industries, but mainly produced by the everyday lives of the population. Sadly, not so many people realize that. In this video, I will talk about how an individual person can create an impact to the environment. One of my humanities teachers once said, "The world needs to be saved by a small group of people." I think he got a point, but there is a more effective way. I would like the majority of people in the world start to do something in their everyday lives that is good for our environment. People won't change anything until they realize the seriousness of the situation and the importance of start taking actions. Let's take air pollution as an example. I am from China. We were one of the countries which has the worst air quality, and apparently it has caused some serious impacts to our population. Physicists at the University of California, Berkeley, calculated about 1.6 million people in China die each year from heart, lung, and stroke problems because of incredibly polluted air, especially small particles of haze, which is about 4,000 people in just one day. This data was from a news article published 4 years ago. We have realized the impact of air pollution on us, so many people have taken some actions, such as using more energy-efficient lights, drive electric cars, and using public transportation systems. As a result, the air quality has significantly improved. A researcher at the University of Chicago says that, using daily data from more than 200 monitors across the country from 2013 to 2017, we find that China's most populated areas have experienced remarkable improvements in air quality, ranging from 21 to 42%, with most meeting or exceeding the goals outlined in their National Air Quality Action Plan. Now, China has achieved the best average all-year air quality in 2019. It has the lowest average air quality index since 2013. I wasn't doing anything towards the environmental issues before I went to attend a global issue conference held in Bali, Indonesia. One of the presentations was delivered by Sally Silverstone, a scientist who went into the Biosphere 2 project. Her presentation changed my way of life. She inspired me to live with a more sustainable lifestyle, and I believe that you can do it too. The Earth, which we call the Biosphere 1, is made up of the parts of Earth where life exists. The biosphere extends from the deepest root systems of trees to the dark environment of ocean trenches, to lush rainforests and high mountain tops. It's a closed ecosystem, so almost everything we do makes an impact, and the impact will eventually get back to us in some ways. Let's make an example. When you first wake up in the morning, you start brushing your teeth. What's your toothbrush made of? Plastic. Then you go to the kitchen and get some cereals for the milk. What's the packaging made of? Still plastic. It brings huge convenience to our lives and is one of the greatest inventions in 20th century. But this material needs around 1,000 years to degrade. Actually, it doesn't biodegrade at all. More than 70% of plastic ever produced are still existing in some way, but only 10% of them is being recycled properly. Most of the plastic that we're throwing away are being dumped in the ocean. In average, one garbage truck of plastic is being dumped into the ocean every minute. 7.9 billion kilograms in just 1 year. The plastic in the ocean will result in 2 ways, but none of them is better than another. First, they will be eaten. The marine animals can't distinguish the difference between plastic and food, so they eat the plastic, and plastic makes them feel that they're full when they are not. As a result, many marine animals and birds live near the ocean die due to starvation. Here is the second way. After all these years floating in the ocean, it will break down into microplastics. The microplastics can't be seen by us nor the animals. They are contained as small particles in the water. The microplastics are taken in by fish and they can't digest them. So when we eat those fish and other seafood, we are technically eating the plastic. Unfortunately, we can't digest the plastic either, so it's stuck in our bodies. In average, a person eats 50,000 microplastic particles each year. The effect is still there even if we don't eat seafood anymore, because ocean produces the most oxygen that we breathe. The ocean is able to produce oxygen is because of the activities of the marine life. Research shows that by 2050, the weight of the plastic in the ocean will be even higher than the total weight of all the fish combined. If the marine animals died out, then the oxygen level in the atmosphere will significantly decrease. Ultimately, there will be less oxygen for us to breathe. Environmental issue is impossible to be solved in just one day, but there are many things that you can start doing today to make a positive impact to the world. First, get rid of single-use plastic. Stop buying the expensive, unsustainable, ugly bottled water. A cheaper, much more durable water container. Introducing a reusable water bottle. A regular 555 ml bottle for mineral water is weighed about 20 grams. If you bring a reusable water bottle every day for work, you will save at least 7,200 grams of plastic each year. Second, stop using the straws when buying fast food. You can simply open the lid and enjoy your cup of refreshing beverage. If you buy fast food beverage twice a week, like I do, you will save almost 100 straws a year. Third, if your city has public transportation systems, use them. If I commute 16 kilometers a day in my own vehicle, I will probably use around 2 liters of gas each day. If I commute by subway instead, I'll be able to reduce 634 grams of carbon dioxide every day. If only including the amount reduced during workdays, it will be around 115 kilograms of reduced carbon dioxide per year. Fourth, replace things only when you need to. Many people tend to replace their things just because they want a new one, even though the old product is still functioning perfectly. By reducing the purchase of new product, you indirectly reduce the plastic waste and save the energy during production. And the money is saved. Start to live with a more sustainable lifestyle and give back to this truly amazing biosphere that supports our lives. If you think this video is inspiring, please click the thumbs up and spread the word. Raising awareness is a significant step in environmental protection. I'm Wallington. Thank you for listening to my presentation.